Y'all, it's finally over. Conquest Extreme is complete. You can see here I took all 12 turns. Probably could have did it in 10, no problem. But towards the end, I started just breaking off into little small runs on strongholds I'd already captured. Like right here, this Cincinnati red one. And instead of trying to go on some big long run to take out all the Midwest in one run, and that's what I did early on. And I think, but you're either gonna have to play a lot of games against the CPU early or a lot late to get it in the 12 turns. I did it early, and that allowed me late just to kind of take a few turns more than I should, but also just add fans to close strongholds, jump over. And I think the last maybe 4 strongholds I was able to play on All-Star and only have to do 3 games. Like the San Francisco one here, I was able just to add some fans to the Oakland stronghold, which I'd already overtaken, and then just 1, 2, 3 games, and had enough to make that on All-Star. You know, just added a few here to the Detroit one, and then had, you know, 6 games and had those 2 strongholds, because it really gets tedious. Like one of my first runs I did, in one turn, I took out St. Louis, then Atlanta, then Tampa Bay, and then Miami. As you can see, that run, that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I think I even came up and took out Washington on that. So 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's 20 games in one run, and that's if you don't lose a game. To just add fans to the strongholds I'd already overtaken on the long runs and just kind of jump off of it. Kind of like I did Colorado right here. I already had this run, just had some fans, play 1 game, boom, take it out. You know, Kansas City, play 1 game, boom, take it out. And I think I added all those just to get a bunch of fans. Late, I did start simulating some, and it worked out for me, and finally got it beat. And I'm sorry there hasn't been a lot of videos or anything like that. It's not that I haven't been playing, it's just I knew once I started grinding this Conquest Extreme I had to finish it or I'd never get back to it. But it is finished now, and I did a lot of programs, got a lot of work. We got up to, we got this Diamond Billy Wagner. We wound up getting the Impact veteran Nolan Ryan during it, the veteran Chipper Jones, did some stat grinding on Cal, on Griffey, wound up getting to the Billy Williams. I haven't done his mission yet. We did the Larry Doby, the Lee Smith, Jack Morris have the card, just have to finish the stats. And there was one team epic I wanted to go for sure, and that was the Johnny Cueto. And all I have left is see here, 85 innings with Reds pitching. But all of this grinding, stat grinding I did, the tedious stat grinding I did during Conquest, and I think that made it a little easier for me to do it for grinding stats. We got Pudge up to Diamond right here. We have Pudge up to Diamond. I'll show you his card. I'll make a video with his gameplay, put in maybe some of the diamonds that we did get grinding during Conquest. But anyway, we'll look at the lineup that we used to grind it. We had Saberhagen, Morris, Felix, Oral, Cole. Those were mainly in there. Now I'd put in the Cincinnati Red pitchers. You know, I kind of worked how I had to, but stronghold games, those were my starters. And then the bullpen, we had Drew, well, there were more closers than reliever, but Storin, Josh Hader, Iglesias, Brad Hand. And then when we did get the Billy Wagner and Lee Smith, Fernando Rodney, not bad. Now at catcher, I mean, and you can see the diamonds and stuff, but Gary Sanchez, the big power, even when he's playing down, he's still, his power's through the roof. And the Joey Votto, I did get him because I wanted to do the Cincinnati Reds team epic, and it made it a lot easier. You could see he was kind of, you know, I put him in that 2-hole behind Dale Murphy, who I had in center field, just righty lefty either one. And I really hit well on the higher levels, the Hall of Fame and legend, with the Dale Murphy against righties. Now in the 3-hole we had Nelson Cruz in right field, and then Gary Sanchez was 4. Now at third I used this Pedro Alvarez against righties, and if there was a lefty, I would bring in the Harman Killebrew, and I didn't mind hitting with Killebrew against righties if a righty would come in later, so I won't mind this in ranked seasons. Now, this team does not have a whole lot of defense, and second base, you know, we'd put in Brian Dozier or Jonathan Scope, whichever was playing up the most against righties. Now, today Scope's way up against lefties, so we put in Dozier. He's not way up against righties, but decent amount. And then we have Brandon Phillips on the bench. I would just pinch hit with him against lefties, and then just find a first baseman who's playing way up against righties. That would be Edwin. And then Ryan Zimmerman's playing way up against lefties, so I'd let him hit lefties. Joey Gallo, just if you need to hit a bomb, you want Gallo in there. And I did use Gallo a lot in left field. Let me go to left field. Now, when Justin Upton was playing against righties, I used him every day. When I hit well with the card. Let's see the stats. You know, I was, 401 with him, 20 home runs, 50, and most of that I have used him, I think, in 3 or 4 ranked season game also. But most of that is against the computer. But most of them were Hall of Fame or above, maybe a few games on All-Stars. But I'd bring in this Billy Williams, or I would bring in a grind card whenever it was the lower level. So that was high level, and he did well for me, but he is playing down today. So I started using the Rhys Hoskins card even before he got his upgrade, but I would use him some, and he's playing way up against righties today, and he's always got good power against lefties. A little bit better defense than Gallo. I don't know. We're just going to try him out there in left field. None of these cards had problems defensively against the computer, but we'll see in ranked seasons. Let's get into a game. And another reason I don't know about the online hitting, it's been a while since I hit online. He's got Derek Holland on the mound. He's got Ian Hop, Lorenzo Cain, JD Martinez, Wilson Contreras, Eric Thames, Edwin, Pedro Alvarez, Eugenio Suarez. We have Cole Hamels going on the mound. We do get a lefty, which this team does rake against lefties, and we can bring in that Harman Killebrew for Alvarez. We're the way team, so I'll find out about the online hitting right away. Got a curveball up. We jumped on it. Go ball. Go ball. Go ball. Dale Murphy with the lead-off bomb. And the Conquest Extreme team is off to a quick start. Don't swing at that. Don't get to swinging. Don't get swing happy. Swing happy. We hit a home run and we get swing happy. Hell, we put it in play. That's about all we can say about that Votto at bat. Jumped on it and it gets over Alvarez's glove, so Nelson Cruz with the 1-out single. And I have found you get a lot more base hits. Well, that was considered an error. A lot more base hits get through the hole with these power guys as well. Like that. We're going to send Cruz to third. We'll keep Gary Sanchez at first. So first and third for Pedro. And now's when we'll make our swap to Harman Killebrew. Oh, we got under it. I dropped under it. What was that, the sinker? He might have went 4-seam down, and I power swung, trying to hit a 3-run bomb with Killebrew. But we do have Trevor Story up. Yeah, we got under the sinker. Goes with the changeup down in the zone. Oh, and Trevor Story is gonna make it a 4-0 ball game in the first. Big power from this lineup. Big power. We'll see what Rhys Hoskins can do if he can keep it going. And he quit. Well, that should get us into pennant race, and this will be a short video. I'm not gonna play another one. the bomb squad, as I guess we'll call it, with the Conquest Extreme, with a very quick win. The intro will be a little long. Yeah, we're up to 540 now, and say I have not played very much ranked season at all. I think we are now just 10-3, but we'll have a look. See our post game. Okay, Morris. Yeah, so we are at 10-3. Our batting average went up a little there. Of course, ERA and WHIP, I guess, will not change because we didn't pitch. But I am going to play some more ranked season. Y'all let me know if you'd be interested maybe in a ranked season stream. If enough people are interested in that and want to see that, I wouldn't mind maybe streaming that, as I will make a push to see how high I can get. I'm going to do some more games here, maybe grind a little bit to see, just to see where I can wind up. But hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you have any questions about grinding stats, any questions about the Conquest Extreme, any questions about lineup builds, I'll tell you right now, just go with power. That seems to be what you want to go with. As you can see, the Conquest Extreme team was loaded with power. They worked in ranked season, so GG. Hope y'all enjoyed it, and I'll see y'all later.